Hello, my name is Raine Ford. If we've never met, here's a little bit about me. I am of Mountain Woman Medicine and of Nematon. Nematon is a nonprofit that's a 5-acre parcel on the mountainside in Endicott, Owego, New York. It is where I grow all kinds of plants for food and for medicines and for holistic supports. And Mountain Woman Medicine is my brand or my voice that I use to speak from the mountain. As far as the apothecary and herbal section of what it is that I do, I have had an apothecary for about 25 years. Most of my medicines are local and wildcrafted. Local and either mountain grown here, or they are wildcrafted and they grow on their own, and I work with nature in order to both continue their line as well as to harvest and make sustainable, long-lasting medicines from that we can use while we are on the go. A lot of what I work with in the herbal world is this emergency holistic mojicin, like mojicin as a form of supports that help us shift from one place of being into another. So we might be feeling tense and constricted and, a little anxious, a little flustered, and we might work with a formula that soothes our nervous system and sort of grounds us into our bodies, into the present moment. So I teach classes, I work with people one-on-one. In the summertime, we do medicine circles up here where we get together as a group, and we may make medicines that support the apothecary and support other people's apothecaries simultaneously. I do my best to grow a variety of medicines up here, plants that can be used as mojicins, and be able to use them in such a way that supports multiple different kinds of apothecaries. It is my belief and my heartfelt mission, if I may be so bold, that there are so many things around us in our own backyards, in the weeds in our garden, that can be deeply supportive to our beings, like eating the right kind of food and having the right kind of diet and lifestyle that fits our body's needs, our soul's callings, and the situations that we've evolved through and are moving into in ways that our ancestors knew far more, and ways that maybe our ancestors didn't know and that the plants are possible of supporting, and we have yet to discover it. I love studying plants under microscopes and skin tissue under microscopes. I love delving into the chemistry side of medicine making. I love making strong, potent, stable, and consistent mojicins. To me, that is a new level in which we could reach communally those who are fired up by working with nature around us in ways that can be deeply supportive. I am not an advocate for a complete replacement of the modern system in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I am not a physician. I do not prescribe. I do not diagnose. I share what I know. I share what I have experienced, that is what I know. And I do an awful lot of experimentation, mostly with myself. I invite people into and offer guidance on ways that we can safely being sovereign awareness from everyone. Thank you, and thank you, JWoww, for bringing that into the world, where it's about owning our own sovereignty and stepping into awareness relationship with people, plants, and problems. Problems being health unwellnesses. What can move us towards wellness? Well, what does diswellness look like? What does it look like when we are not at our best? When we can understand the notness of our isness, we get to know a lot more about the isness that we want. So that's what I play with as a brief introduction. This video may show up in a lot of different places, as there may be more people discovering what is going on here who I've not had the grace, gift, and pleasure yet to meet them. And so I wanted to be able to give a bit of a snapshot into this world. Until next.